Today, we're going to talk about how to put yourself into thumbnails using AI. I'm going to teach you two methods here, right? One method is how to put yourself in a thumbnail using AI as if you're like playing the game, right? You're the player, you're reacting to something. How to put yourself into the thumbnail with the correct expression that you want and the proper lighting, all using AI. Second method is I'm going to teach you how to put yourself possibly inside of the game you're playing. So you see, here's a screenshot from the game Control. This is Jesse talking on the hotline phone, sitting in a chair. Here is the thumbnail of me that I created for that game. Let's get right into it, guys. Now, I'm currently playing through the game Control. Here is the thumbnail for my first video right here. As you can see, I've AI generated myself into this thumbnail. So let me show you how I did it. Okay, again, I haven't started this thumbnail yet at all, so we're going to do it from scratch, and hopefully it turns out okay for you guys. So I'm just going to tell you what I want to do. I've already played part 2 of my Control playthrough. So here you can see I have a bunch of screenshots from the playthrough that I pulled while I was editing, and I'm hoping to use one of these particular screenshots. But we'll get to that in a bit. When it comes to doing Let's Plays and playthroughs like this, I like to take screenshots from the gameplay. I don't like for the AI to alter the actual game art, right? I have done that for a while and it didn't work so well. Plus, it kind of takes away from the authenticity of the game. What I want to do is I want to put a picture of myself on the thumbnail, and I want to look like I'm somewhat amazed, right? So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to replicate.com. This is where I generate photos, and I want to do the aspect ratio of 16:9 because that is thumbnail, right? It's 1920 by 1080. I want to put man looking directly into the camera in amazement. I'm going to turn all these up. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to use these websites. I will link some things down in the description that will be sources so you can go learn them on your own. If you want to learn Replicate, I will put that video on how I learned it down in the description. Here we go. And we want it to be JPG, output quality all the way up to 100. And let's see what it comes up with. First of all, we're going to see what it comes up with. If we can't get exactly what we want, then we are going to go see if we can find a picture that we can use the idea of. Here it is. Not really crazy about that picture. Plus, let's see. Make sure entire shoulder and head area is in the frame. But the look on my face there was kind of cool, but we're going to make sure, we're going to see if it'll keep my entire shoulders and head in the frame. Here we go. Here's another one. I like this, but I'm wearing a backwards hat. This is exactly what I'm wearing when I recorded the video, but I'm wearing a backwards hat in the video. So, man looking directly to the camera in amazement, wearing a gray backwards cap. Let's try that. All right, there we go. I kind of like this one. We got the eyes wide. We're kind of looking, you know, I think I can go with this one. I'm going to download this one and put it in this folder, but I'm also going to generate just a couple more to see if I see one that I like a little bit better. If I do see one that I like better, I'll show you guys. Okay, I think I'm going to keep the one that I showed you guys. I generated a couple more, but that does cost money to keep generating photos. I like the one I downloaded, and we're going to go with that one. Now, let's say that I couldn't find one from replicate.com that I liked right away, and I needed an idea. Let's say we're going to type it in here, right? So, man looking directly into camera in amazement. There we go. Let's look at the images right here. So here we go. We got a bunch of looks right here, right? We have all these crazy looks from these men looking in amazement. Let's see, which one do we want to pull? Let's go with something kind of extravagant, and I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So let's keep looking right here. Let's look at this guy right here. Let's save this image right here. We're going to save it down in our Control 2 right here. We're going to go to ChatGPT, right? And now we're going to upload this from our computer. Going to go to our control folder, control 2. Here's our photo that we just downloaded, right? So now I'm going to tell ChatGPT, analyze this photo and give me a detailed prompt that I can insert into an AI image generator. All right, here we go. ChatGPT is going to do its thing. It's going to analyze the photo. Here we go. Here's a detailed prompt. So let's read this. A young man with curly black hair wearing a casual plaid red and blue shirt and over a yellow t-shirt sitting on a brightly colored sofa. He had, okay, you get it, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this prompt over to replicate.com. I closed it for some reason. We're going to do the same, 16 by 9, prompt strength. We're going to use my LoRa. There goes plays. We're going to turn the scale up. Come on, scale up. Okay, there we go. And JPG and quality all the way up. Now we're going to put this prompt in. We're going to see what it gives us. Now, I know I don't have curly hair, but I'm going to tell you I'm going to show you what it generates. And then I'm going to show you how to make it do exactly what you want it to do, how to tweak it. All right, here's the photo right here. This is me looking surprised, not quite extravagant as that one guy, but the mouth is open. So we're just going to go with it because I'm not going to use this one anyway, but just to tweak it, right? So we're going to say a man, not a young man because I'm old. We're not going to even mention the hair. We're going to say a man in a gray backwards cap wearing a gray hoodie, right? Let's go. Let's hit run and see what that comes up with. Now you can do this with anything. You can go search for any ideas on Google and have ChatGPT analyze it and give you a prompt so you can recreate it with your own model. This is just something I'm doing with my thumbnails. There we go. That's actually a little bit better. And I might actually use that one, right? So we're going to download this and we're going to save it here. So now that we've done this, we can continue. We can continue with creating our thumbnail. Now, I'm going to show you how to do this thumbnail, but I don't know if this is going to be the thumbnail I actually use. So I'll have to see how I feel about it once I'm done. But the process is all the same. And even though it's AI, guys, it's AI. You still have to have the ideas. Still have to know how to make the AI generators do what you want them to do. And you still have to have skills to tweak some of these things to make them fit the way you want them to fit. So it's not all just sit back and just let everything do it for yourself. There's a whole misconception of AI and that it's just, it's lazy. There's still a lot of work involved with this. So now we're going to go to canva.com. Now I do have a Canva Pro account, so I get to use a lot of things, right? So just to bring up this, right? I play this game called The Infected. Now I did the same thing with this thumbnail, right? I typed in, I want a man in a survival situation holding an axe behind his head, right? And it gave me some photos and I had to analyze it and I recreated this and I tweaked it so that I had a backwards cap on because I wear a backwards cap a lot. I'm not right now, but anyway. All right, so we're going to click on YouTube thumbnail here. Canva has these things already pre-formatted for you. We're going to upload some of the files we're working with. We're going to go to gaming, control, and control 2. I'm going to upload the 2 photos of me. I'm going to upload this, and this, right? These 4. I think I decided I don't want to use the other ones. So, all right, they're all uploaded. Now, this phone right here is the hotline phone. If you've ever played Control, this was a very big part of the game, right? And a lot of the video that I did for this particular video had to do with this phone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one here, and now this is the Pro. This is a Pro feature right here, the background remover. I want you to see how easy this background remover works, and it's by far the best background remover I have found when it comes to AI tools, right? So this one's kind of cool. I like it. So we're just gonna stretch it out. I want you to see all my shoulders and like that. And let's up a little bit. And if I do this a little bit bigger like this, I can kind of move it over a little bit. There we go. So now the phone is in the background. Very cool. It's right here. And here I am kind of looking in amazement, like, oh my God, like, here we go. This is kind of what I want to do. I don't think this photo right here kind of fits the phone picture. So this is what we get with this, right? So that's how I create an AI model of yourself and you put it in the thumbnail. Now, a lot of people don't have the proper lighting, the proper cameras and stuff like that to create something like that. I don't either. Like, I have decent lighting, I have a decent camera, but I have trouble getting the lighting right. And so it's one thing with doing the AI and making a model of yourself, you're able to do stuff like this, right? So let's go here and let's download it. We want to download it as a JPEG. We want the quality all the way up, but we're going to do something else to increase the quality. I want to show you right here. So we're just going to label this 2, right? And just as this is for episode 2, we're going to put that, we're going to save that. And then we're going to come up here and we're going to go here to this AI image upscaler, right? It's a free AI image upscaler. So there's the website right there, and you just choose your image. And here's the thumbnail. And you got some ads to get through. It's giving you a free service. Click on an ad to help them out, whatever. So upload and start. It's going to do its thing. It's going to process, and it's going to upscale it by 400%. And it's going to make it a much better quality of a photo. And I'll show you the difference. All right, it's done. So we're going to download it. It automatically names it with their parentheses and 1 right there. So there we go. We saved it. Now, if we open this up, right, let's refresh so they're beside each other. Okay, here is our original thumbnail. You can see my face and how it's kind of grainy, right? So now we're going to open up the one that it upscaled. And you can see it's a lot smoother. Everything's a lot smoother. It's more clear. It's a better quality photo. So I always use the image. Even if you don't do this, whatever thumbnail you're making, I would run it through this image upscaler before you post it because it just increases the quality. Okay, here is the original photo when I created my first thumbnail, right? And I thought I'd made like this image of the actual logo for the game, but I guess I didn't. But here's another pro feature for Canva. I'm going to edit this photo, right? And I'm going to go in here and do magic grab. It's going to highlight a bunch of things that I can grab. I am going to use the brush because I want to grab this right here. I just want to grab where it says control. And we're going to grab it, and it's going to lift it from here, right? There we go. Now I'm going to control C and copy it. And then I'm going to delete this. And then I'm going to increase the size of this, right? I want to keep the theme that I had going with the original thumbnail of the logo at the bottom. See, here we go right here. So I want to keep that theme going. Maybe it's a little large. Let's bring it back down just a little bit. And it's not quite popping, so just to make it pop, I want to go in here and use a shadow. And we're going to put a drop shadow on it. Don't worry about that. We'll fix that. We're going to increase the visibility of it. Let's do this and this. And then we're going to control the distance a little bit, the blur amount, bring that down just so it's barely behind, so it pops just a little bit. Maybe mess with the angle a little bit, but bring the intensity all the way up. All right, now we can bring this back down. And there it is. Now you can see it's, it's pretty clear. It's pretty clear. Cool. All right. So it pops just a little bit better now that we have that on there. So then I have the opportunity to play with my image right here. If I want to, I can do a glow. I can put a glow on myself and make it white. I think it might kind of blend in here with this. That doesn't look too bad, actually. So we'll leave that. We'll just do that. And then we can even play with the coloring. We go in here and adjust. Bring up the vibrance a little bit so that my face is a little bit warmer. I don't want to play with the saturation any. The brightness is fine. I want to play with the clarity because it kind of like makes my face more visible, right? There we go. I like that. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Now we can use this as a thumbnail if we want. So I'm going to go ahead and save it. Here, I'm going to go ahead and save it going to overwrite the original one that I had, and I'm going to upscale it like I showed you, and then I'll show you something else, another method. All right, another method we're going to try is we're going to try to put ourselves in the game, right? The first one, I've done some other ones, like with my Alan Wake playthrough. It looks like I put myself into the game with the thumbnail. Yeah, here we go. Here is part one of my playthrough of the DLC, The Signal for Alan Wake, where I put myself into the game, right? I was able to do that, and it looks pretty decent. Here, I'll show you another one. If we go back and look at this one, I was able to do that. That's before it upscaled though, but yeah, it's kind of grainy, but do stuff like that. Let's try to do that live right now with control. So what I want to do is I want to go to upload, and I'm going to take one of these screenshots, right? I want to take this particular screenshot right here where she's on the phone and she's talking on the hotline, right? Okay. And we're going to say, here, we'll just copy and paste what we did up here. Analyze this photo, give me a prompt that I can insert into the image generator. Add a theme that makes this photo look like it came from the video game Control Unlimited Edition. And let's let it analyze it and see what it comes up with. All right, so prompt for this AI image generator is a moody cinematic depiction of a woman sitting in a dark office setting. She has short auburn hair, a focused and stern expression, and is holding a vintage red rotary phone receiver to her ear, where, you know, and just goes on to describe it, right? So let's go ahead and do this. And then down here it says featuring elements that blend modern brutalist architecture with supernatural undertones inspired by the video game Control Ultimate Edition. So we're going to go up here and we're going to place this right here. This is the prompt that we just had it generated. So depiction of a woman, right? And so I am not a woman, so I am a man. So I am going to say depiction of a man sitting in a dark office setting. I'm going to say he has short blonde hair, right? Short blonde hair, a focus in, and it's holding it, okay, to his ear. Just going to make these slight changes. All right, I went and changed the rest of them that would indicate that I'm a man and not a woman. And so we have my Laura here, and now we're going to run this and see what it comes up with. Maybe this comes up with something really cool that I want to use instead of the one that I just made. All right, there it is. We're on the rotary phone, right? So something else we can do with this. Let me show you this. Let me say it's a picture of a man sitting in a dark office setting, looking directly into the camera. Now let's do another one. Let's actually, we're gonna, if you find one that you like and you just want to slightly alter it, it gives you these seeds right here, using seed, and then we'll just copy and paste that. And we're gonna put that, so it's basically gonna keep this pretty much the same and let you slightly alter the image to see if you can come up with something you like a little bit better. So now I want myself looking directly into the camera, so we'll see exactly how this works out. Okay, I actually like this. I really like this. I really like this. We're holding the camera. Let's look at the let's look at the actual screenshot, right? So if we look at her, and now we look at me, that's fairly accurate, right? That is fairly accurate. Now, what would be even cooler if I was to be able to put myself in this chair, and I'm going to show you how to do that, right? Okay, so we're going to come over here to Canva now, and we're going to upload this, and I'm probably going to use this thumbnail, to be honest. And so here we are. Here is when we created the other one that we want. Here, this one right here. No, not that one. This one. I guess it really doesn't matter because she's in the same chair in both of them. So we're going to do this, right? All right, and we want to put myself on the phone in this chair directly in her position. So this is what you can do with Canva, right? So go in here to edit, and we're gonna use magic grab, and we're going to click on her. Now it didn't click the phone, so you have to click the phone, and There we go. That should highlight. I see a little bit of the cord down there. No. We want to get rid of the cord. Come on, we want to get rid of the cord. You can always get rid of it later. I can just Control Z. No, it's not Control Z. Anyway, let's grab it. Let's grab it, and then we'll get rid of the cord here in a second. All right, let's delete her. Oh, it got rid of everything. That's fine. Got rid of everything. So now we have the actual scene from the game, and she's gone. So all we got to do is place ourselves here. We put this here, do a background remover, and boom, and it centers it for us, right? There you go. So that's centered. There we go. And let's just make ourselves bigger like this. Make sure we can see our shoulders. Bring it down a little bit. There we go. Now we are in the chair. We are in the exact chair that she was in. Where's that photo? Here it is. So now we are in the exact chair that she's in. I think it's great. I'm going to make myself just a little bit bigger, right? Okay, not too big because we don't want to run ourselves out of the chair. And again, I want to make sure you can see all my arms like that, right? So I'm also, it's a darker hoodie, but I am wearing a hoodie in the playthrough. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to add a backwards hat. Hold on, let me do that. Okay, I went back and I recreated it and I tweaked it a little bit because I'm wearing a gray hoodie while I'm playing and I'm wearing a gray backwards hat while I'm playing in the video. So I went ahead and tweaked it to reflect as such. Like I can tell it's just a little bit off right here. So there we go. Now let's lift our head up just a little bit. I'm trying to look at her in the photo. The body styles are just a little off, right? The body styles are a little off, but I think it works. I think it works great. We may want to brighten myself up just a little bit. Let's go here to brightness. Let's brighten that up just a tad. There we go. And let's go down here to clarify, and it'll make me just kind of like pop just a little bit more. Maybe bring the vibrance up a little. Yeah, I like that. I'm really starting to like that. Let's cool it down just a tad. There we go. I think this is a great thumbnail. So we have one final touch. The final touch is to add this right here. If we do magic grab again, this is from the old one that I was going to use. I don't think I'm going to use anymore. All right, and it's done. Let's Control C. Let's delete the background. There it is. We're going to throw this down here. Let's see. Make this kind of big right here, or we can put it like behind us. Right? Let's do it like all the way behind us like this. All right, like that. And then we can go align to our layer and send backwards to where it's like behind us like that, right? Then we'll just stretch that out a little bit where it's like across the whole photo. Yeah, that's good right there. Lastly, I think I keep saying lastly, but when we just keep doing stuff, let's do shadows. Let's do a drop shadow. Turn the intensity up. Blur amount down. Angle's fine. I think distance is what I want to. Yeah, distance like that. So it makes it just kind of look slightly outlined. There we go. And it's cutting the C off. So let's bring that up. Everything else is good. All right, so that's it. Now, it's if you want to, you can throw like a episode 2 or episode 3 down here in the bottom. I don't do it. I put it in the title. I'll put part 2 in the title, but that's it. Here's the original one right here. You can see how grainy my face is and everything. And let's go part 2. Let's open this up and look how much clearer it is. So this is working out really good. I like it. The forehead looks a little messed up or whatever, but I think we can deal with that. Okay, guys, that is 2 methods you can use to add yourself into thumbnails for the games you're playing using AI. So just to recap, using this, replicate.com does cost money, but it is the cheapest way. It is the cheapest way to generate AI images. The link to how I learned how to use Replicate to train my own AI model is down in the description. It's from a guy named Matt Wolf. Go check out his channel. I'm going to give him all the flowers on that because he taught me. And so I'm not going to claim that I can teach you guys any of that. I'm just going to let you watch his video because it was very valuable for me. And he deserves all the views and all the subscribers he could possibly get. I use Canva, which is $14.99 a month. And I use ChatGPT, which is $20 a month. You can use ChatGPT for free, but I use I'm trying to learn ChatGPT in more than ways just to do this. So I went ahead and paid for the premium service. So I hope you got some value out of this. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the like button for me. Tell me what you liked most about it in the comment, and subscribe and come back for more because we're going to do more videos kind of similar to this related to YouTube. All right, have a good one. Take care.